All right, it says we are live. So
Yes,
this
we
is
are.
live on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Oh, I've never done that before, ever in my life. Can we see it while it's live?
Um,
I don't see it.
I see it right here.
You do?
Yep.
Ah!
We Liddy. All right,
All
cool.
right, that's cool. Oh, I see it. There we go. Next time I'll figure it out. Well, thank you so much, Drew, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know. I'm still stuck on Zoom.
Yeah. Well, now you got something new.
I do, and it's all thanks to you. I appreciate it. Except the filters aren't as nice. And so next time I know I'm gonna have to put on a little bit, just a little bit more makeup, but it's all right. I was sick, everybody. I had the flu, and I just am now putting on clothes and waking up after freaking a week. All right, Drew. Now we can get to the real thing. So we'll just start over because nobody knows. Like I said, you were born in New York. You were born in the 90s, super young. You're not married with any children, are you?
Nah,
You sure you don't have like 45 more kids out there waiting?
I don't have. I have zero more kids or
uh,
zero less kids.
zero less negative three.
Yep.
And no girlfriend, no wife.
No.
That's perfect. Solo dolo. So you started at the age of 11. You were playing piano and you were playing the keyboard. I mean, the guitar, self taught, and you
Yep.
taught yourself. Now, did you take classes for anything?
Um, I went to a performing arts high school. So like I went there for acting, so I really didn't like take anything from music and that. But during in the beginning of probably after like the first 6 months of me playing guitar, my mom was like, "All right, let me get him lessons because like he's starting to take it serious." But when I went into lessons, I was already well beyond like what my teacher thought I was going to be at. So like
Yeah.
he's sitting there trying to teach me the ABCs, and I'm
Yeah.
already sitting there like doodling around. So
So you were way beyond that. Um, After you decided to not have to deal with the classes anymore, you just knew that you were out there. I mean, you could call yourself kind of like the prodigy of that because you taught yourself, you surpassed the teacher and what they were going to teach you, and then you went on to do what you do now because everything is self-taught. You editing, singing, rapping, producing, making your own beats, that was all like inside of you.
mhm.
That was all you. How many songs have you done so far
Right now, released, I have like 77 songs out.
that are released?
Yeah,
That's a lot. Did you combine them into any albums?
yeah. So I have basically my discog. Is that how you say discography? Like if I my
Discography?
yeah my Spotify in front of me right now,
Yeah.
right? It's just showing me that I have 56 songs.
Can you say
Um,
dashboard? Is it your dashboard?
yeah, something like that. But let me see because I know that I had more than that, but I know I just erased an album off of here.
Yeah.
So some of these albums might still be up on some platforms, but as right now, I think I only have 56 songs.
Why
But
the erasing?
I erased it because oh no, I have 79 songs. But I erased
Amazing.
some of the projects off of here because I just wanted to redo them. I had songs that I had produced, and then like I went to Vegas to like before I moved down to Florida. When you met me, I was in Vegas, and the engineer, whatever, recorded me, and then he just kind of gave me a shitty mix. But at that point in time, during the pandemic, me being broke and everything else going on, I was not having it. I wanted to put music out right away. I didn't care how mediocre it was mixing wise, and I just
Yeah.
realized how good the songs are and how much potential they have that I'm debating on just pretty much redoing them.
That's really good though that you can do that and redo things. I say the same thing. Like I always tell my producer, my cousin, he's the one who puts up the podcasts and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm just the front end. But I always say, like, consistency is what it is. Like, honestly, no matter how crappy something is at that moment, you're gonna put something up no matter what. You're not gonna leave it blank because at the end, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, guess what? Cloud Nine's out there. Guess what? Tati's out there. She's the Tokyo is just right there always, no matter what it is." And I mean, they know how good your stuff is, so it's not like they hear something and they're gonna be like, "Oh God, like that's terrible." Like the fact that you want to fix it, I mean, I think that's great to create something even better than what you did before because you're in a different mindset now.
Hmm.
So, I mean, your creative spectrum, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you made this stuff at least about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, that album was I recorded that in 2020, like May of 2020.
And then most of your videos, I see that you do a lot of videos that it's you.
Yeah,
I've seen your videos that it's just you. Like I said, that last single that you did that says lonely. No, alone? No, lonely.
lonely.
Lonely. Yeah, I mean, I really can tell like that it's you. You're a one man show on
Yeah.
there. Is that why you don't have a girlfriend?
Um, I mean, I guess you could always have a girlfriend, but it's just the problem is like you can't always just have a girlfriend because if you can always just have a girlfriend, then when you finally do have a girlfriend that you like, you're not really gonna like her for that long because you're just gonna realize that you could just have
Just
any
have
other
one.
girlfriend you want. It's kind of like weird. Like it's more or less like I'm just not allowing anybody to distract my priorities,
I
and I
agree.
can't put somebody else before me in this circumstance right now that I'm in life. Like I'm single, I'm still young, so to speak. Like I'm not. Oh, my bad.
I'm here. Thank
So
God that wasn't me.
so like basically, it's kind of like more or less what girl is gonna be. Am I gonna get involved with in the future? That's gonna be able to actually handle the amount of workload, or be able to actually just sit there and work with me on things that would
Yeah.
that would make it more enjoyable, easier, or also like more challenging at the same time.
I agree. I agree. I've been married like 17 years. So me and my husband, like he comes with me and does, security and comes with me and sets up and, but he sees like how this goes and, that I have to be on point. I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's with me. He works with me. I mean, he doesn't do the pod. Like he's not really on, he doesn't want to be on the pod so far, but he's there as far as supporting that. And it's hard to find somebody because a lot of people go, that's your husband? I said, yeah. And they're like, wow, like we didn't know. We just thought you guys came in, you set up, you do this. But I'm lucky because if not, it would have been a problem choosing between the podcast and a relationship. You shouldn't have
Yeah,
to do that. I've watched people choose between that, between what something that they're doing, and it's unfair. I mean, I'm doing this because I want to better myself. You're doing this because you want to better yourself. You want to obviously you still want to make money and you want to be able to, be comfortable and you do that for another person when you have that other person. But I mean, in the end, like we all want to be rich and famous. That's what I want to be.
yeah.
So
You're born alone and you die alone. I mean,
that's true. I
I mean,
mean,
as depressing as I just made that sound, actually not really depressing at all. It's kind of like it's like a sigh of like it's a sigh of like relief. Like we're all like wondering what's gonna happen next, but like
yeah,
also a sigh of relief knowing like the absolute shock value truth to it all. And like I think that's why we subconsciously work so hard to try to leave something here after we're gone.
yeah,
Like why we always try to be the biggest, why we always try to do everything bigger and better than the next person, or to be the next Rick Ross, or be the next Drake, or be the next Michael Jackson, or be the next whatever.
I
We
agree.
try to get to that point so we can be iconic and live forever, even though we're not even going to be here to actually witness it once we're gone.
Yeah, to see it. I mean, I really honestly, like I guess it sounds pretty shallow, but I do. I want to be rich and famous. And not because I want other people to acknowledge it, but I want it because I want to be comfortable and I want to do things when I want to do things and not have to, worry about a price tag and be able to take care of the ones around me that are, my family.
Right.
Um I really do. I mean, I know people get famous after when they die, mainly.
Getting rich is one thing. Getting famous, I've already kind of had a little bit of taste of that. Not really sure how I feel about it. Being recognized for something that you're genuinely good at is definitely the biggest reward of it all. But I don't know if necessarily fame ties in with being rich. Like you don't have to be rich and famous to be rich. You don't have to be, and just because you're famous doesn't mean you're rich.
That's true, that's true, and I don't it's not the fame, but I mean, what I'm doing for what I like, I mean, I do want people to hear and listen and know who I am, um, and that's just gonna cause more money to come my way, whether they hate me or they don't, just like some of the icons out here, I mean, I hate to see that. It's either they like you or they hate you. I don't know if I could sustain being famous and rich for someone hating me, like, I mean, there's you
I
know who I'm talking
uh,
about. It's some of the people out there that maybe don't have talent and do something and then no one likes them. And I can't imagine hearing hate all day long. That's what I couldn't imagine to hear. I hear a lot of comments and stuff now about me, and I try not to like look at it or listen to it, but
a lot of
eh,
it's trolls.
it is, it
Well,
is.
those 8-year-old, 10-year-old kids that that you used to be when you were playing Call of Duty back when you were 10 years old and you used to curse at grown ass men and shit. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They, but like how those are always those little shitheads that are
Yeah, they're
like
always out doing that. I
like after like they lose in like a game of Call of Duty.
What's one of the worst comments that you've seen so far, towards you, like, on social media that maybe pissed you off?
I went through a giant load of comments for like a solid 7-8 days straight before it started finally teetering down. We
Yeah,
were 5-6 thousand comments. 90%, 95% of them were hate comments. Gonna kill me, gonna this, that, oh you're garbage, oh you're trash, blah 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 blah. They were just mad because I dissed the YouTuber that they all knew, and because they didn't know me, he spun his little thing around, and he had, you know, it was like 2 million subs he had, and I had like 2,000, like, but
yeah,
so naturally you're gonna get that.
but you were ready.
Thankfully, everybody that mentally, it actually that moment at that time in my life actually like um it kind of like catapulted me to a stronger mindset when it comes to dealing with hate comments, because people are always like, oh, don't pay attention to it, stop paying attention to it, but I love paying mind to it because it's a good way to embrace it. It's also like a good way to show like, yo, like I can turn this guy who's just being a straight hater, and I can literally turn it around, laugh at his comment, find humor in it, and possibly make him laugh.
On top of it, yeah, I've seen you do that. I've seen several different interviews or lives that you went on that people were just coming at you, and you've turned it around.
Yeah, deal with it a lot. Um, it's just the better that you get. I think the more envious people become, the more envious people are, and the more envious people show up, like to the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. People love a hater. People love to be haters. I see, I went viral on TikTok with this one video that I wasn't even really in. I was filming and they saw maybe a glimpse of me because I didn't know it was gonna go viral. We were popping a bottle with a cork, with a torch. It was just a spur of the moment. And I mean, we got 700, like 45,000 views, and I hit like 12,000 extra people on my TikTok in like a day. And next thing you know, like people are underneath and are like, they're all men and they're old and they're this and that and plastic. And oh my God, it was just going on and on and on and on. And I was like, wow. I'm like, well, that's the best looking men I've ever seen. I was like, and so I started to go down the comments. There was like 13,000 comments, and I was going through, and I literally took me a week, but I went through to each one to say something. I didn't necessarily say something nice, but I didn't say anything mean. I'd be like, well, that's the most expensive room you'll ever be in. And, I just kept going down the line. And I mean, pretty much it kind of stopped people in their tracks. Like they didn't really have anything else to say. And I would heart their comment on purpose. Just because I was like, what should I do? And my sister was like, she had gone viral a couple weeks before, and she's like, don't feed into that like that way. Just acknowledge it and say something and move on. So I was just kind of being like just a smart ass like I am on the podcast. But in the best way so that they couldn't come back at me and say anything. And then I let them battle it out And then next thing you know, they're like, "Why are you talking about those poor girls?" And next thing you know, they were going back and forth. Are you smoking? Hello? Wait, it just popped in another room. Hi.
Hi.
It just popped in. How did you do that?
I do magic tricks, yo.
I I hope this is recording. Does this automatically record too?
I don't know. I know that you're live, so yeah, it'll save the live stream on your YouTube.
Okay, I hope so, because I was like, that is so funny. You like literally kept this is did you even know how you did that? You just keep popping in it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like trying to promote the podcast.
Oh, okay. We can do that. So definitely now that okay, so again, it's been 15 minutes. I don't want to suck up all your time, but I wanted to this has been the best time ever because in this little bit of time that we've been together talking, Drew has had me make a StreamYard account, like got me on here off of Zoom. Like I feel like I've done so much in so little time. But I think for the next week or whatever, I think we should definitely like just keep doing maybe some of these together, like even if they're 5 minutes for the next, week. I know you're busy, but
Yeah,
we
no,
can always.
let's rock something. We can do something. We can do something.
And then
Start.
do you game? Are you a gamer?
Nah.
Not at all. Okay, well, I was thinking, so I could be playing my Sims and we can talk and do a podcast because I've been dying to bring someone in and do a podcast while I'm playing the Sims. Now, it's like adult Barbies. So it's not like they're doing everything.
The Sims.
Yeah,
I know
Sims
the
4.
Sims, man. Come
Okay.
on. I know what the Sims
All
is.
right, Sims 4.
We are the
Like
Sims.
all right, we are the Sims. Like my Sims are not like they're not boring, I promise you. I'm actually just finishing building up the house, but she's about to get off the chain. So, yeah, I think that would be great because I go live on Twitch. Again, I was sick, so I just have to get my ass back onto it. But I would love to have you on there as the first one, and then we can show everybody what we can do. And maybe you could bless us with playing a little bit of your guitar and some of your songs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I would love that because any way that me and you could bring two together. I mean, I'm from Michigan, but I live here in Florida. I know you're from up north. You've been down here to Florida. I think we could really like pull our two worlds together. I really think I have a lot to offer.
Yeah,
Um,
we're not too far apart. Like Michigan and Jersey is not really. I feel like
no,
not that much difference in the type of people.
no, it's the same. And I have family in Jersey and family in New York. So I mean, it's always tied. And then for some reason, it always trickles down to Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know how I ended up here,
Florida
but
is
I
just
did.
where Florida is just. I don't know what Florida is.
It's a melting pot.
I just thought America was a melting pot.
No, it's Florida. Well, Florida's like the hot part, the
Yeah,
bottom handle.
it's shaped like a turd.
Are you gonna? Why? I thought it was shaped like a penis, but
Uh,
okay, like a turd.
weird shaped penis.
It, wa- a shitty one. Are you gonna play something for us?
No, I'm just. My bad. I'm just like
Are
setting
you
up my
gearing
shit.
up? No,
Yeah.
it looks good. I got excited.
I'll play. I'll play a little bit.
All right.
No, that's all I got.
That's awesome. That's what you've
Yeah,
learned in 30 some years.
that's all I've learned. 20-something years. I'm not 30 yet.
I know 20 some 30 some, it doesn't even matter. I'm 40, so that's
Yeah,
you're
30
the
is the new 20 anyway.
40 is the new 20.
40 is the new 30.
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. That was my worst subject in school. I'm a writer, so
I
that
was the
was
opposite.
for you. Oh, you're the mathematician.
Yep.
Ah, that's why we get along. It's opposites. Yep, I'm the writer.
So
Well,
yeah.
I'd love to hear you play.
Well,
Well,
what we can do is next time I come in, because I'm actually like, I have like a little promo run coming up next
Yeah,
week, so
yeah,
we can schedule that in. And if you want any more interviews with people, artists or even just
I
YouTube
do.
people, personalities,
I do.
then yeah, lots. I'll link you with some people then that have they're gonna bring you like an audience like from Poland or something like that, or Brazil. Like there's gonna be people all over the world watching them.
I want it, definitely. And if you know anybody in Italy, that'd be great because I speak Italian. So,
Oh yeah,
yep, I went overseas last year and I did 2 podcasts in the club in Italy in Italian. So
that's
I
dope.
didn't, I didn't think I was funny in another language, but I was.
So the owner of the clubs I DJ in, he's a movie producer,
Yeah,
and he produced a movie recently called Jersey Bread,
yeah,
which is basically like a movie about, I guess, it's probably like more or less a far fetched version of his life,
mm.
or a family member's life, maybe. But basically, what it was is I was in the movie. Like it's a real production. It's going to be
Oh,
coming out. It's called Jersey Bread. But he was firstborn generation here in America. Family,
I'm firstborn generation here in America.
yeah, his family's from Venice or not Venice. I don't know, someplace in Italy.
Yeah. Oh, well, I
And
would love for you to hook me up.
yeah, if I can try to get, but I was in a movie nonetheless that I probably come. It's probably gonna come out next year.
I
But
want to
like
see it.
even had a little speaking role and stuff,
Mm.
and they didn't cut it out either. Like when they were doing all the cuts, I thought they were gonna cut it out because it wasn't really needed. But
Yeah.
they kept it in there, and I was like, hell yeah, like I'm in a movie. Like let's go.
Yes. Proud of you. Well, good. I can't wait to see it. Matter of fact, when it comes out, we can like jump on and do the little premiere.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. Listen, Drew, I've been down since day one with you since I met you, and I've had your number, and I always call you, I always text you. So, I'm true blue.
Yeah, you've been an avid supporter, y'all. Not gonna lie, like out of nowhere too.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Nowhere. Out of nowhere. But I'm always here. I'm not going anywhere. And I definitely love for you to be on Tokyo Ish more. And we're gonna do an official podcast, but well, let's get this going in the next couple weeks. And I say we sign on tomorrow, maybe for a half hour.
Oh yeah, let's
Come on.
talk about. Let's set up a time.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm
And
so excited.
what else was I gonna say? That's pretty much it right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's CLOU9.
All right, cool. And mine's Tokyo-ish pod.
If you
Tokyo-ish
type in
podcast.
CLOU9NJ, my channel will pop up just because I just changed it to CLOU9, and then there's another CLOU9. Some kid, that distro kid, screwed up my whole shit. It's like a
Yeah.
whole freaking process right now of getting these people off my YouTube.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to show me the same thing because I used to pop up at the top as soon as I start.
Oh,
So
that's just your stuff. Like, so like right here,
yeah,
this is what's really getting to me right now.
show me.
If I can, settings, camera.
Because ever since I made mine into an LLC and I took the name, all of a sudden everybody has the name.
This is my thing,
Yeah.
right? I have the LLC Cloud9 LLC, and I also
Mhm.
trademarked Cloud9 too. So
Yes, I'm trademarked.
now I go down here to featured.
Mhm.
That's not me, right? That's like some other person.
Yeah.
And then when you click on it, like it's just like I don't want that picture affiliated with my shit.
Yeah.
I don't like none of that. But
Well,
um,
handle it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's same thing too. Like when people are like, "Oh, play this song by Cloud9," and you say it to Siri, she doesn't know what you're talking about because the way my name's spelled, so it's pronounced different. So I got to actually call, uh, like Apple services
Mhm.
and like what else is
Have
it?
them like pronounce.
Amazon services, and
Yeah.
then have Siri and Alexa change the pronunciation of my name.
Yeah, because there's no D in there. It's a Cloud9, right?
Yeah, it's just cloud with an upside down D instead of a nine, or it's the upside down D. So it's just cloud with an upside down D
Oh,
instead of a.
that's why it has an okay, okay. There's rhyme to your reasoning.
And
Reasoning to your rhyme.
also, yeah, I just dropped a new EP with my friend 380. It's called
Yeah.
Mixed Matched, and it's out on all platforms. So you definitely check it out because that's my newest project out.
All right. I went to. I will definitely check it out. I'm super excited. I'm glad we got to connect after all these years, all these days, all these weeks. So I told you
Uh,
I'd get to you one day though.
Yeah, you did. I didn't know when it was gonna happen. I was just like, whatever happens, it happens.
I know. Well, I'm glad that you're easygoing because I'm usually like super uptight and trying to get everything right. But like I said, today I was like, you know what? Nothing's gonna ever be right. So I'm just gonna just let's go for it.
Exactly.
Yep. That's what I said. I said I'm gonna throw on a shirt and nobody cares if I wear pants. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I do my best thinking when I don't have pants on. All right. Text me later and we will figure out something for tomorrow. And I think for the next couple days, let's get it in. Let's get your promo going. I'm ready. I
Let's
have
set
time.
something up. Set something
Mhm.
up. I'll holler at you soon.
All right. Thanks, Drew.
All right.
Bye. Ed. And broadcast.